Hey everybody, you are looking live on tape from a very late, for me, Epcot, as our video today is going to be a little bit different. We're going to do a little Q&A, kind of let you peek behind the curtain, get to know me a little bit better, and hopefully answer some of those questions that have been burning your brain if you've stumbled upon my channel. Thanks for joining me. Let's get to it. All right, number one, we're going to start off with an easy one. What is my name? My name is Brandon. So if you ever see me out in a park or anywhere in Orlando, you don't have to call me Disney Uncensored Dude. You just call me Brandon. Also, I mentioned my girlfriend a lot in my videos. Her name is Michelle. Love of my life. If you ever find a person like Michelle, stay with her as long as you possibly can, because she is just everything to me. So again, if you see me around, you don't have to say, hey, Disney Dude or Disney Uncensored Guy. My name's Brandon. So yeah, that's an easy one, I guess. First one off the top. Number two, what's my favorite Disney park? Well, this one's kind of tough for me. I guess, like a lot of people, I guess you would have to say Magic Kingdom, but that is only because of the construction walls at Epcot. Epcot is, and it's the locals' favorite park for sure. But for me right now, Epcot is got so much construction going on that I got to go Magic Kingdom. But that'll probably change once they get everything solidified and up and running, because there's so many great options here at Epcot right now. I love the festivals. The attractions they currently have are great. I love Soarin', love Test Track, but it's only going to get better. I mean, you got Remy just open. You'll have Galaxy Rewind, or Guardians of the Galaxy Rewind. You'll have, hopefully they really get back into that Mary Poppins attraction. I'm really anxious to see the Moana themed area. But that's kind of a long answer, but short answer, Magic Kingdom for right now, as of today. Number three, what is my favorite attraction at any Disney park? Again, this will change from time to time, but right now, I gotta go with Splash Mountain at Magic Kingdom. I think it's a great ride. I know the theming's getting ready to change, and I'm okay. Hey, let's see something different. I've ridden the ride probably 100 times, so I just hope it's not closed down too long for refurb, but I think it tells a complete story. I think that it does have a good thrill aspect to it, and if you're gonna wait, 20, 30, 40 minutes for something, give me a ride that ride takes, it's good timing. But the ride takes, I think it's 18 minutes, so you get a good bang for your buck. A lot of rides, you wait, like Flight of Passage, I love that. But if you're waiting for an hour for a 5-minute ride, you kind of, even though it's awesome, I think Splash Mountain delivers on a lot of levels. And then once you kind of know your way around the park a little bit, or when the train's running, you kind of look for things in that ride. It's so long that there's so many things. I see something new every time. So favorite ride, Splash Mountain. Number four, what's my favorite resort? That's pretty easy. It's the Beach Club, hands down. We've stayed at most of them. Been to all of them. I've been to all of them except Shades of Green, just because I'm not military, or my spouse or anybody I've been on a trip stayed there. But Beach Club, hands down. A few reasons for it. Location's great, right on the backside of Epcot. Love the smell of the lobby. Love the rooms. I love the layout of the resort. The pool is amazing. Stormalong Bay. just everything about it. The dining, I'll say like the table service dining between Cape May, and you're right next door to Yacht Club. You could do Ale and Compass or Cruise Cup Lounge even. Without question, Beach Club. Now, if I'm on a budget and I'm doing moderate, Port Orleans, Riverside, no question there. And then for values, I like Pop Century. I love Pop Century now that they added the Skyliner. I think it's a great value for the money. The refurbished rooms are great. It is noisy. It is not as peaceful, and you don't feel as pampered as you do at Beach Club, obviously, or even Riverside. But for the money, Pop's got a great gift shop, and Pop's got, to me, a great counter service restaurant with the food court action going on. And if you don't like that, walk across the bridge to Art of Animation and eat there. So, but number one, there's no debate, is going to be Beach Club. Always have been since I've stayed there, and unless something really blows my mind that we haven't stayed at yet, but Beach Club. How often, number 5, how often do I go to the parks? A lot. It just depends on my work schedule, but at least 4 times a week, I would say. I live in Celebration. It literally takes me 7 minutes, I think, to get to Epcot. That's why a lot of my videos, you'll see us start out at Epcot and go to Magic Kingdom, because we found out it's actually faster than parking at Magic Kingdom and then fighting the TTC and then getting across the water or by bus. I mean, we park at Epcot, walk right onto the monorail and go. So a lot. I go most of the time with my girlfriend unless she's working, and I'll come by myself, but much prefer when she's around. Obviously, we have a good time no matter what we do, but I don't mind being by myself. I mean, it gives me a good opportunity to try things that, find out if they're good. And then great examples, Food and Wine Festival. I tried a bunch of the booths, and this year, and several that we've tried before, and introduced her a couple of my favorites from this year, and worked out pretty good. So pretty regularly at the parks. That's one of the reasons I'm here as late as I am at Epcot tonight, is I have the Sorcerer's AP. So I'm blacked out this week, Thanksgiving week, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I kind of wanted to get, I know it sounds silly because I'm in the park all the time, but I wanted to get my last little park hits in before I can't come in. So there you go. Number 6, what is the best cheeseburger on Disney property? That's a great question. If I'm going just a beef cheeseburger, strictly, cow beef, I gotta go with Steakhouse 71 at the Contemporary. That was a really, really good cheeseburger, a traditional cheeseburger in all sense, with the messy, sloppy, hot meat, cold toppings, great bun, just everything about it was fantastic, and not terribly priced, I thought. But the overall best burger to me on property would have to go to the Bison Burger at it's at Wilderness Lodge. It's Geyser Point. It's a kind of an outdoor bar situation there, and it is freaking amazing. I have heard, unfortunately, they've changed that, changed the recipe, or changed what they do with it. Have not been there in a few months, but that was the best burger to me on property. But if you're just looking for like the greatest traditional American cheeseburger, to me, Steakhouse 71 at Contemporary, and it's really not close. And I've tried a lot of burgers here at Disney, so there you go. All right, number 7, if that's your favorite burger, what's your favorite restaurant on property? This one was tough. because there's a ton of great ones. But overall, I would have to go with California Grill. I think it's the best in terms of quality, atmosphere, and view, for sure. Followed closely by Ohana. I thought Ohana, this was pre-COVID, did an amazing job. Have not been back to Ohana since they reopened. And I'm hearing that's quite a bit different. We did eat at Cape May post-closure, and it was sadly not as good, but that's mainly due to the whole crab leg situation, which is now like a $25 upcharge for the crab legs.
Don't you know?
But the winner for your nice restaurant to me is going to be California Grill. Number 8. Who do I watch on YouTube? There's a lot of good people out there that make way better videos than I do. I really like Michael K. I think his enthusiasm is great. Does a really good job editing. The more I get into making my own videos, I realize how kind of time consuming that is, and so I think his quality is very good. His equipment's good, obviously good, but you can spend as much money as you want to spend if you're not willing to put the time in. And really, I think he does an outstanding job with editing, and that's just as important as actually shooting your videos to me. Also really like Adam the Woo. I know he's really stepped back from his Disney videos as of late. And his Disney videos, quite honestly, aren't my favorite. I just really enjoy his traveling videos, and I think he's got a pretty cool personality. And he lives in Celebration too, and I've yet to run into that guy, but I would love to. And then All Ears. I think All Ears does a good job. Molly and her team, again, super duper editing. The ability to create content almost daily is amazing. I've had the opportunity to meet her in a park. She was, of course, super nice. But those are probably my top 3 right now. But again, those will ask me tomorrow, and it could be completely different. But I really enjoy those guys and gals, for sure. All right, number 9. What do I think Walt Disney, if we're alive today, what he would think about Walt Disney World? First off, I think he'd be incredibly proud of his brother Roy, who really drove home his initial vision of the parks, or the park. Secondly, I think he'd be really impressed with the scope and all the different parks. And the Epcot may have not ended up as he wanted it. I think he would still be very, very happy with the final product. The current state. I don't think any of the parks are ever going to be done changing, evolving, getting better, worse, for what they are fluid, but I think he'd be pretty darn amazed. And then lastly, I think he would ultimately, have a sense of accomplishment of bringing so much joy to millions of people. I mean, that's just gotta make them feel good, I would think. And I'm sure folks are looking, to pick apart, they should do this, they should do that. I mean, is it perfect? No, but one man vision to create a whole lot of happiness for people is, I kind of compare to, Paul McCartney or John Lennon, like the Beatles, where they were so passionate and driven with their art, the way Walt was with these parks, that generation after generation can enjoy them. And that's what I hope he would understand, that what a great influence and what a great visionary he was. Number 10, what pees you off the most about Disney? After all, it wouldn't be Disney Uncensored without a little controversy. I tell you, there, you know, like I said, you could pick anything apart, you know, until there's nothing left. But honestly, what irks me the most when I'm at a park is people that don't know how to walk in a park. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but if you're a group of 9 people, don't take up the entire walkway, or you know, cutting you off and like not really watching where they're going with their head in their phone. Or, I mean, heck, I'm filming half the time, and I'm always, you know, I try to be aware of everyone around me and respect their personal bubble. But the you know, a little common courtesy goes a long way with me. And I'm not, you know, talking about kids acting out. Or look, man, I had kids and at Disney, and it's, you know, 95 degrees, and I get all that. Like, that doesn't bother me whatsoever. It's more of the adults that walk in some unique zigzag pattern to, you know, basically step on your feet, or large groups that will be walking full blast and stop with no hint. You know, me and my girlfriend, you know, we call it the Matrix, because it's like they're random generated people just to get in our way sometimes. I know that sounds harsh, but that was the question. What makes you the maddest about going to Disney World? So there you go. That's number 10 for that. I think that's going to do it. I know that was not so much a park video as a get to know me video, but the important thing is that you made it to the end. As always, if you liked what you saw, make sure you subscribe. If you hated what you saw, I'm sending your money back through the mail, in cash. Keep the parks clean.
Ignite the glistening stardust, creating a beacon that shines out in celebration of